October 2023. R SubredditDrama. A simple question about action movies devolved into a fight over American antitrust law. His career got a second wind with the Transformers franchise, but has recently faded into semi-obscurity. He is mostly known for adding sparklers and other embellishments to pyrotechnics. He is maybe nominally right-wing, having directed a couple of Victoria's Secret fashion shows for Jeffrey Epstein associate Les Wexner, the brand's founder, as well as 13 Hours, a dramatization of the attack on the American embassy in Benghazi, Libya in 2012. He is currently listed on IMDb as the director of an upcoming Skibbity Toilet film adaptation. The Criterion Collection is a US-based film distribution company known primarily for restoring and releasing lesser-known foreign, independent, and art house films on Laserdisc, DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K Blu-ray formats. They are a subsidiary of Janus Films, who are focused on theatrical distribution. In the late 1990s, Criterion published Laserdisc and DVD editions of The Rock and Armageddon, along with RoboCop, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, Clerks, and Chasing Amy, to offset the much lower margins of selling Ingmar Bergman and French New Wave movies to the general American public. But that was only the beginning of this strange story. These titles continue to hold cult and meme status among Criterion and other boutique brand collectors. The Armageddon release is particularly infamous for Ben Affleck's unfiltered thoughts on the disc's commentary track. The Walt Disney Corporation and Sony, you know who these people are. However, Disney currently own the distribution rights to both The Rock and Armageddon, as well as all the films in the 20th Century Fox Corporation, who they acquired in 2019. In 2024, Disney laid off its entire home entertainment staff and contracted Sony to handle physical distribution of all their titles in the US and Canada. This has allegedly caused a massive bottleneck in actually printing DVDs, Blu-rays, and 4K Blu-rays within the Disney/Sony pipeline. The Federal Trade Commission is an independent agency of the United States government founded by President Woodrow Wilson to enforce civil antitrust law and promote consumer protection. They share jurisdiction with the Antitrust Division of the Department of Justice. Alex Preddy was an ICU nurse working for the United States Department of Veterans Affairs, who was shot and killed by 2 United States Customs and Border Protection officers while filming an arrest. Following his death, Preddy was alleged by the Trump administration to be a domestic terrorist, without evidence presented to back up those claims. The drama. Some guy wants to know when The Rock and Armageddon are going to get 4K releases. Very common question on film and physical media Reddit. Someone explains the Disney situation. Disney is sitting on a lot of great movies, unfortunately when it comes to 4K releases, and this dude comes winging in out of nowhere to make it partisan. Why monopolies are a terrible thing, but keep voting Republican, they'll never allow monopolies to happen. Someone provides further context. Disney isn't a monopoly, and Disney/Sony has been pumping out as much as they can. The issue is there aren't enough pressing plans to keep up with demand. Sony now has to balance their own releases with Disney's releases. Buddy is undeterred. Who dissolved and pushed for streaming? Republican business geniuses, LMAO, the woke mind virus has entered the chat. Streaming was pushed by Netflix. The 2 co-CEOs said they wanted to kill physical media and kill theatrical releases. The fight for physical media was turning into a political war. Netflix has been a huge push for wokeism, so has Disney. Disney only backed down because it was losing them customers. The only one that fits that would be Paramount, but they were one of the last to the streaming war. Debate continues. The woke hater endorses a hypothetical WB monopoly in exchange for 4Ks. I'd be perfectly fine with WB having a monopoly. Their 4K team is great. Here's what we are getting from Disney this year. Is this thing on? Send Help, Avatar 3, Zootopia 3, Alice in Wonderland, Fight Club, Predator Badlands, Tron Ares, Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere, Minority Report UK, Lionsgate only did US. So that's 10 movies so far. Sony has to balance their order from the production plants so that both Sony's and Disney's movies get a good amount of units produced. The issue is physical media is at an all-time high right now. More and more people are switching. Elsewhere, a new challenger contests that lack of antitrust oversight in the US isn't a partisan issue. Nothing to do with Republicans. Kamala wouldn't be able to change anything about Disney anyway. Not everything is the fault of Trump. Buddy unleashes an entire manifesto. He launches into a furious political tirade, accusing the former president of various crimes and malfeasance without providing evidence. He argues that major media consolidations like the Disney-Fox merger are products of specific political leadership, and claims that home video flourishes under Democrats. He also invokes the shooting of Alex Preddy and mentions Palantir CEO Alex Karp to support his claims of a broader conspiracy. He contends that corporate raiders only emerge under certain administrations, and that the conservative way is to allow these consolidations, which he believes hurts the physical media market. He goes on to question the financing of work films and argues that the Criterion Collection itself preserves values that align more with his own political perspective than with conservative ones. He concludes by claiming that a Department of Justice under a different administration would have been better managed and would have prevented further megamergers. And then, things took a turn that nobody saw coming. But the Dow at one point in 2026 was at 50,000. It just isn't at 50,000 now. All I'm really saying is, there's a hell of a correlation of events that you're refusing to see. I'm not going to purity test the entire Criterion closet, but I have my doubts about the leftist credentials of The Rock, Armageddon, Hard-Boiled, Sorcerer, Farewell My Concubine. Or all that jazz. That's where the original poster left off, but the comment section had a lot to say. The top reply, from Bane's Addiction, with 870 upvotes, put it bluntly. He is currently listed on IMDb as the director of an upcoming Skibidi Toilet film adaptation. I never knew I wanted Michael Bay's Skibidi Toilet until now. I still don't want to watch it, but I do want Michael Bay to make it. That was Bane's Addiction. Another commenter, u/Meowth, with 380 upvotes, weighed in. I wish Disney and Netflix were anywhere near as woke as reactionaries think they are. Strong words from u/Meowth. Then Upper Management AI, with 262 upvotes, added, reading about Alex Preddy. What does he have to do with this? It's almost like he knew what he was doing and had the entire comment and replies mapped out already. End of reply from Upper Management AI. Let me know in the comments which side you're on.